And
We already have 2 FNAF movies.
yes, but look, the first one with freaking Nicolas Cage, that's is magnificent, and I'm
Yes,
happy with that.
the tastefully named Willy's Wonderland,
Yes, it's phenomenal.
and the other one is called the Banana Splits movie.
Yo, 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 what's up, everybody? Welcome to a brand new episode of the Miami Geeks Weekly Updates, brought to you by digitalcracknetwork.com. I'm your host, Punch 305. With me, as always, old school gaming specialist, Uncle Willie.
How was your Wednesday?
Nice, nice.
Mine sucked. Okay, now we got that out of the way.
All right, ladies and gentlemen. So we got a lot of things we're gonna bring up today, and let's get started. So Microsoft claims Sony pays developers blocking rights to keep games off of Xbox Game Pass. What? Okay, okay. Willie, what are they talking about? How is this even a thing? I need to know. How is this a thing?
Let's start with the basics.
Okay.
So Sony objected to the Microsoft Activision Blizzard buyout, and they filed a claim with the Administrative Council for Economic Defense in Brazil, saying that they had objections.
Okay.
And the crux of it is something that we've talked about before, which is the fact that Sony right now has some benefits when it comes to Call of Duty, and they want to keep, their bennies. Of course, if Microsoft goes and buys Activision Blizzard, they're going to want those bennies for themselves in Game Pass.
Oh, absolutely.
So they're saying, listen, with Call of Duty, the game has, quote unquote, no rival. I'm not sure if that's true considering Battlefield, but anyway.
Mm-hmm.
And their opinion, it was, quote, so popular that it influences users' choice of consoles, unquote. That's the case, because Sony fanboys have been rubbing it in Xbox fanboys' faces that they get all the bennies on Call of Duty first. And if Microsoft were to turn around and say, okay, well, now it's going to be available in Game Pass, that would negatively affect Sony. Well, Microsoft decided to respond to this, first saying, Call of Duty is not as essential as you say it is, and we're not going to make it a console exclusive. But then it turned around and said, yeah, by the way, they pay people to prevent putting their games in Xbox Game Pass.
I mean, dude, like just hearing that alone, it just fries the brain like super easily right now. So I'm like, how? But whatever, dude. It is what it is.
Yeah.
So now, so what's the end game? What's the end game of this shit? That's what I really want.
Well, I mean, this is in Brazil. We'll have to make sure. We'll have to see what Brazil decides. But seriously, Microsoft is contending that Sony throws money at developers to convince them to not put their games on Game Pass. Big if true.
Dude, if it's true, I think I'll lose my shit right there, because I'll be like, wow, you guys have that much money to do that type of shit? That's fucking shady as fuck. Shady as fuck.
I don't like the old saying, it's all's fair in love and war.
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm.
I mean, throw business in there.
No, yeah, all business, yeah.
I mean, it's not, but they sure as hell gonna try.
I mean, if you wanna go technical with a saying, I think we'll go straight to the Godfather route. Nothing personal, just business.
Right. And I'm gonna go with the old NASCAR adage in this one. It ain't cheating if you don't get caught.
Okay. But you know what? I'm going to leave this off to our audience to decide. What do you guys think about this? Do you guys think this is even actually true? First of all, if it is true, do you think Sony is in the right to do that? Do you think it's a personal or more of a business strategy? But again, if this is true, please comment down below. Let us know your thoughts, and let's have a conversation about this. Now, I'm pretty much going to butcher this man's name. Reggie Fils-Aimé. See?
Yeah, it's Reggie Fils-Aimé.
Fils-Aimé. Oh, I was close. I thought I was there. Whatever. Well,
or you can go with the southern approach and call him Reggie Fils-Aimé.
Fils-Aimé. All right. Well, you know what? Him, Reggie. I'm not gonna go. I'm not going back to his last name. Fuck it. So he asked Nintendo for help ahead of Hungrybox Super Smash Bros. Battle. Got none. So what? Okay, so from what I know, he was supposed to have some sort of challenge, a Super Smash Bros. Challenge battle with this user Hungrybox, and Reggie asked for help from Nintendo and didn't get shit. Really, Willie, why did Nintendo not help? And why did this battle happen, first of all? Because I'm not aware about this at all, first of all.
Okay, once again, basics.
Yes.
He's writing a book.
Mm-hmm.
Or I think he finished. Yeah, he wrote the book. He wrote the book already because he was doing a Q&A for, a signing event.
Yeah.
Well, he decided that it was going to be an idea in 2014 no, he didn't issue the challenge. I'll say there was an event. There was a Smash Brothers event, the Super Smash Brothers Invitational, and Hungrybox had just won second place in the tournament. Reggie Fils-Aimé decided to make an appearance. Hungrybox challenged him, and Fils-Aimé said, "Well, I don't think we should do it now." But that's great because Super Smash Bros. Is coming out in 3DS. And so I'll be able to practice, and next year I'll kick your ass.
Jesus.
So he threw down the gauntlet. Then realized, hey, wait a minute, I don't know. Then realized, hey, wait a minute, I don't know how to play the fucking game. So he went to the group that Nintendo calls the Treehouse, where all the experts are supposed to be, and say, hey, can you give me some tips? And they basically said, no, he's going to kick your ass and you're going to take it.
It's fucked up.
Wait, it gets better. He decides he's going to go ahead and practice some, since Smash was going to go to the Wii U.
Okay.
He grabbed himself a Wii U controller, started playing, and started, doing his thing. Come the day of the match, and they hand him a GameCube controller.
Wait, what?
Not like the choice of, because you can hello, it's better to play Smash with the GameCube controller.
Yeah, I hear that a lot.
But
yes,
it's not like the change of controller was going to prevent the ass whooping he got. He just sat there, took it, and said, "Okay, you know what? I got beat."
I mean,
he went on.
Wow.
He went on to say during the Q&A that that's an example of things that are done that aren't scripted. Like, he says that Nintendo events were usually highly scripted.
Yeah.
But sometimes things, they get ad-libbed. Like when he got on the balance board and said, "My body is ready."
I mean, let's be honest. At least he took it like a champ.
He had no choice.
That's what I'll say. He had no choice about that. Because Nintendo said, "Fuck you," turned their head and say, "You do this on your own."
That's some cold shit, though. Treehouse basically turned around and said, "No, you're gonna get your ass kicked, and you're gonna like it."
Yeah, sad but true. But you know what, man? Fuck it. At least in Reggie's eyes, he just said, "Fuck it. It is what it is, and that's it." Let it be. I'm pretty sure Hungrybox is fucking. I beat Reggie, and all that shit.
I can say that Reggie Fils-Aimé has also had other beatdowns, like when he was CEO of GameStop or he worked for GameStop for a couple of minutes.
That's a fucking low blow, but you know what? Well deserved. Got it.
He wasn't CEO. He just he got hired to be some kind of consultant, and he basically consulted his ass out the door.
Yeah, technically, they just grabbed him by his arm. "Come here, sir. You go through the revolving door."
No, he took himself out. He took himself out. He's like, wait, yeah, you guys are fucked, and I'm leaving because I saw Titanic, and I know how the ship sinks.
And my name is Reggie, bitch. I'm out.
And yeah, I'm gonna let go.
Yeah. So
fuck you.
that happened.
Fuck you. I'm sticking on this door. You can go.
All right, Willie. Now it's time to get to some serious shit here because this is brand new to me, as in freaking a couple minutes old. And PlayStation highest tier slams an apparent halt on classic games. And it's funny because I was playing on my PlayStation not too long ago, and of course I've been going freaking crazy. Loving the car mechanics simulator. I love that one. That game is actually pretty fun. But now we're reading this and there's a halt. What's going on here? It looks like to me that they're stopping all production, not production. They just halted. They just stopping at least temporarily, I guess, for all the classic games for PlayStation. Why is that, Willie? What seems to be the issue?
They haven't exactly announced it.
Okay.
But if you remember, when they made the pitch to people saying, "Hey, we're gonna have tiers of service, and the highest tier you can have up to 340 classic games."
Yeah, I remember that.
Okay. Well, when it launched, it had a couple of classic games: PS1, PS2, and PSP. Right?
Yeah.
Since then, nothing.
Yeah, it's kind of like stopped right there. Yeah, you're right. But now that look, let's be clear here. Now that 2 months have passed and the smoke has pretty much settled down, what are we looking at right now, Willie?
We have in total 11 games for PS1, 24 games for PS2, and 5 games for PSP. For 30 total games that are not PS4 and PS5 titles that you can download. PS3 is sort of kind of its own category, considering that you can't stream those, that you can't download those games, you can only stream them.
Mm-hmm.
You can technically count them among the classics, but even then, streamable only. You can't download them because native emulation is not supported on any console.
Weird. So
does that mean it's a horrible thing?
No, I mean,
some people might say no. Remember that, like, look at it from the perspective of an Agent Joe.
Okay.
He don't give a shit about, unless Metal Gear Solid is the PS1 title. He doesn't give a shit about PS1 games.
Yeah, true.
He may or may not give a shit about PS2 games. I know he don't give a shit about PS3 games.
No,
or PSP. So PS4 and PS5 is where it's at, preferably PS5. But for people like you and I, who remember the classics and may want to revisit them,
indeed,
that's I would border on saying it's inexcusable, but I'm not going to be that rough about it.
All right. I want to hear why, though.
Well, the same problem that Nintendo has. Okay, you want to go in and license some third-party titles, you may have an issue with that. Maybe Activision Blizzard doesn't want to give you the original Call of Duty on the PS2. Or no, was it PS1? Did they have a Call of Duty on PS1? I don't think so.
Call of Duty? PS2. No, it was PS2.
Right.
Was it?
Maybe they don't want to give you the original Call of Duty on PS2. Maybe people don't want to play it. And you might have issues with licensing some other third-party titles for putting them to put them up here. Like, Vice City might be a little bit difficult. There's no excuse for not having a single Gran Turismo game from any of those consoles. Those are yours.
Yeah.
Maybe they don't want to license Tomb Raider. I could see that, but I'm pretty sure that you can get Crash Bandicoot.
Yeah, I'm most definitely sure about that.
It's not a first-party title. It's owned by Activision. But I'm pretty sure that Activision can work something out with you, unless Microsoft is blocking them.
That'd be some shit. Maybe they're paying people.
But they have a lot of first-party titles for PS1, PS2, and PSP. Killzone, Resistance, God of War. These are no-brainers. Siphon Filter. You just got one of them in there. You have 4.
You know what I was thinking about, Willie? You remember how we were having some issues or technical difficulties where certain games on the PlayStation?
Yeah, downloading them didn't work for some reason. Didn't work as well as streaming.
I'm thinking that maybe that could have been another reason why they halted some of this. Maybe they really haven't got all those games. We
did talk about how PS1 and PS2 emulation was a bit spotty, especially PS1. Indeed. And maybe, just maybe, they're holding off on releasing more of the titles in those consoles until they get the emulation up to snuff.
Maybe.
But this goes back to a conversation that you and I had when we actually got a deep look at this.
Yeah,
You were talking about in 2 weeks things were going to be fine.
we're already 2 months in. It's still not even there
We're
yet.
about
Yeah.
2 months in. Nothing.
Yeah. I would have thought, maybe give or take.
Yeah, but
Yeah.
it looks like whatever issues they're having, it's a lot simpler than just like I thought, 2 weeks.
Yeah. Yeah, it's a little more than what I just thought about those times. Yeah, you're right.
Yeah.
I can admit it. Yeah.
Regardless, they're not exactly living up to the over 300 up to 340 classics.
Yeah.
Unless you want to count PS3 and PS3 only. We'll see. We always will see.
Yeah, we'll see what happens, man. In the long run, eventually we'll get all the news that we need to find out and how this shit works, and you know the drill. But still, let's continue on, Willie, because I think this part here is interesting to a point where I need to know why. And it's Overwatch will stop selling loot boxes by the end of August. To me, that sounds amazing. That sounds great that they're gonna stop doing loot boxes and shit like that. But the thing is that being that this game is based upon loot boxes and stuff like that, which is skins and shit like that, why are they canceling or stopping loot boxes all in one? I mean, are they talking about Overwatch in general or Overwatch 1 only, or what? Can you fill us in here, Willie? Because I'm a little puzzled about this, especially if this is all going to happen on August 30th. So what's the deal here?
Okay. So Blizzard announced in a blog post that the loot boxes will not be available for sale after August 30th, which is their Anniversary Remix Volume 3 event.
Okay.
That's when it ends. They won't be for sale. You'll still be able to unlock them as you play. Doesn't matter anyway, because remember, the reason why they're phasing out Overwatch is because Overwatch 2 comes out in October.
Oh, okay, so then that's the case. And they just stop in loot box for Overwatch
1.
Oh, okay.
Correct. So
I thought for in total, I'm here like, wow, that's great stuff. Shit, finally.
So for about 30 days, you'll be able to play the game, earn free loot boxes, and not have to worry about all the ads telling you, hey, why don't you buy some more? Which, to be fair, it's not like Overwatch overwhelms you with those things.
Not really. It's just there. It's just technically
fact
like
that,
if you want to win it or whatever.
The fact that there's going to be an event and that the loot boxes are going to be retired after the event is going to make some people salty, because you know that with every event, they come out with skins that are only available during the event.
Mm-hmm.
They're usually not available after the event is over, not even for purchase. So yeah, that's just, like I'll find a hidden fuck you in anything Activision Blizzard does nowadays, because fuck Activision Blizzard.
I mean, you're not wrong.
But that being said, for 30 days or so, you'll be able to play Overwatch without having to worry about loot boxes that you can purchase.
That's perfectly fine. I'm pretty sure that a lot of our Overwatch fan base out there, they'll probably love the fact that it can do this for the next 30 days until Overwatch 2 comes out and whatnot and so forth. But let's see what happens.
We'll have to see. I'm sure there's still some hardcore Overwatch fans out there. For all 5 of you, congratulations.
Yes.
I just know that my nephew is chomping at the bit for Overwatch 2 because he wants the story mode.
I'm pretty much. I'm not gonna lie. I'm kind of waiting for it too. I want to see what they have in store for us in this game. I want to see. I like that game. It's actually fun.
It was fun. It was very fun.
Yeah, it's very fun.
It got tiring because you kept having to play the same matches over and over, and it wasn't like they were announcing new maps constantly.
No.
But it was still a very fun game.
Yeah, I just like the fact that you had your seasonal characters. They'll change them up, the Halloween edition. But yeah, once we got to the whole fucking levels, it did get a little boring and tedious, and I get it. I really do get it. But but it's fine. It is what it is. But now, Willie, I'm not sure how I feel about this part. And it's Edgar Wright supporters supports Aubrey Plaza as the next Lara Croft, I mean, look, I get it. She could probably fit the part, maybe. And I mean, she's pretty cute to do that role, but then again, I don't know. Aubrey Plaza, Aubrey, I don't want to say with the D, sorry, Aubrey Plaza. She has this persona that I don't see her being Lara Croft. I mean, this is before we get to the article though. That's what I'm trying to say. Like, I don't know why, but so far, look, let me bring it up why we're bringing this up. So look, in an interview with the Tonight Show starring Jimmy Fallon, Plaza, who's best known for the role of Parks and Recs, and you guys know how she is, stars shares that the Baby Driver director Wright supports her taking role as Lara Croft, and it was all because of a picture that he thought she took the mantle of Lara Croft. Am I right, Willie?
For some reason, he thought that she did.
Yeah. For some odd reason, he actually thought she did. But I'm not gonna bet on his defense. It kind of did, except that the strap that she held on the side, which you would have thought that was the gun holster, is actually a purse. And I sat there looking at that. I'm not gonna lie. I mean, I have it here for the people who watch. I would have thought the same thing. I would have been like, oh shit, she's Lara Croft. But I don't know, like her persona, how she is, she's kind of like very laid back. She has this weird style. I don't know how to describe it. I mean, when she actually acts, but she has this weird persona, very style that's kind of like stiff. Like it's just like at one level. I don't even know how to describe it. Willie, can you help me out here?
I would love to, considering that I have an established crush on her.
Yeah, I get it.
I would describe her wit as dry and sarcastic.
Yes, that's what I'm looking for.
And
yes,
whether or not that'll translate to a Tomb Raider movie, it doesn't matter because she wasn't announced as Tomb Raider. Yes, that picture makes it sort of kind of look like she's Lara Croft, but it's actually for a movie called Emily the Criminal.
Yes.
And then when Aubrey Plaza was talking to Jimmy Fallon, she mentioned that Edgar Wright called her and said you'd be great for it.
Yeah.
Edgar Wright is not attached to the movie. We can discuss whether or not that's a good thing. And I think it's not a good thing that he's not attached, because I will say it to the day I die, fuck the Scott Pilgrim movie, but Edgar Wright is a phenomenal director.
He is. He does really well movies, man. I do like his movies a lot.
His Ant-Man would have been far superior than the one that we got, and I liked the one that we got.
Yeah.
But that's neither here nor there. Bottom line is, for a brief instant, Edgar Wright thought that Aubrey Plaza was going to be Tomb Raider and was happy about it, and so she told Jimmy Fallon about it. Okay.
But here's the thing, though, Willie. Aubrey Plaza looked up and saw that they are looking for an actor to play Lara Croft. And she was like, yeah, okay, whatever. Like, she didn't care. But now it kind of left this imagination to certain people, even to myself. What if she does signs up to be the next Lara Croft and tries out and gets it?
I don't see how it's going to happen.
I don't either, but
I am
just the fact that it does happen.
My infatuation with I wouldn't say infatuation, but my like of the character of the woman does not change the fact that I don't think that she can pull off a British accent.
The hell are you worried about? This is 1874. You'll be able to sue her.
Nor can I.
Well, I mean, you and I are not actors.
No, we're not.
I mean, even though we act like we know about video games and movies, I'm trying to say.
Oh, no. I mean, yeah. I mean, we're not pros, but we get around.
We're not pros. We're bros.
You son of a bitch.
But yeah. But it's just that thought. I don't think she could pull that off. And it was just like I was like, oh man, she does look like the character and whatever. But I was like, then I just started thinking, I'm like, but she has this dry wit humor, and I know she can't pull off the character. Like, I just know it.
And I
But-
could be wrong. She might be able to nail it.
Maybe. You know what? I'm not even gonna look past it just in case, because if they have auditions for Lara Croft and she gets it, we're gonna look like asses. But either way,
Let's just agree on one thing.
what?
Okay. Whether she gets it or not, let's just agree that Shaquille O'Neal is a terrible choice.
I was waiting for something else. Okay, yeah, you know what?
You were expecting LeBron because LeBron.
Yeah, but the minute you said freaking Shaq, I was like, yeah, man, you know what? You're absolutely right. Hey, everybody, what's up? My name is Lara Croft. Just kind of like a moment long.
Now I sort of kind of want to hear Shaquille O'Neal try to pull off a British accent.
Can he fucking do it? I'll be so happy. I'll be so happy if he did right now.
Like, can I just one time just have him come up and look at somebody and say, "You fucking what, mate?"
Yeah. Oh,
I would be happy. I would be happy.
Either that or just come up, hello, governor, or some shit. I don't know. I just want something.
Hello, governor.
Yeah. Oh God, that's it. Stop. I need to hear from his voice, because now I'm gonna be fucking pondering this till the next day. I can't. But
my life might not be complete if it doesn't happen.
I know. No. It's like, can somebody give me the direct line to Shaquille O'Neal right now so we can have him just do that one voice and we can just rest for the rest of the year? I'll be fine. I just want it. I want it now.
I'll be good with that.
Yeah, I'm good with that too. But now, Willie, we have some update news for FNAF, or Five Nights at Freddy, which they're gonna make a movie about it. Awesome. Okay, we talked about this a while back before, I think even last year or early this year, which Jason Blum has pretty much updated the fact that this is still a thing going on. It's been very quiet, very down there. Nobody really heard about it, but it's happening. And the fact that he has, oh my God, Jim Henson's production working on the fucking creatures themselves. I want to see this movie. And
We already have 2 FNAF movies.
yes, but look, the first one with freaking Nicolas Cage, that's is magnificent, and I'm happy with that.
The tastefully named Willy's Wonderland.
Yes, it's phenomenal.
And the other one is called the Banana Splits movie.
That movie,
Never mind the fact. This thing has been in development for 7 years. So much so that FNAF is pretty much not even current.
Oh yeah,
I know they had a game recently. I don't care. My point still stands.
Okay, no, that's your point. But here's the other point. There's still a big fan base about it, Willie. Even to the point where they're still writing books about it. They have a fucking page in Discord about the story arcs of since the first game to now. And now there's, we have this fucking movie that's been in the works for 7 years, and Jason Blum is in it.
Did you just say this fucking movie?
You know what? It came out of me, and it did. Yes, I did say that.
Is that you trying to do your Shaq?
No, you see, and fuck, Willie. This is what happens when you put things in my brain. I had Shaq in the brain. I had Five Nights at Freddy, and I say "fook," and then it happened. It just happened. What?
Listen.
Jason
Blum, I have mad respect for the man.
Yep.
He knows how to make a more than decent movie on a budget.
Yeah.
I'm not doubting his ability to make something interesting from here. But your argument that, oh no, it's okay because the FNAF has a huge fan base.
Mm-hmm.
So do the New York Jets. And if there's anything more irrelevant than the New York Jets, I want to see it.
Okay. Matt Pat, he still makes videos about this, dude. And he gets a lot of fucking views. And there's always a lore about FNAF. All the way. Okay. Even to a point where, I'm not gonna lie, I'm a fucking sucker for these things. And I watch them to a point where I'm like, yeah, you're right. The fucking bear is bad.
Okay. Is Matt Pat a New York Jets fan?
You know, we're not gonna get close to that to even ask. All I can say is maybe.
Then that's the worst thing. That's the word. Then Finance at Freddy's is the most irrelevant thing he's a fan of.
Look, he went to New York. He had the biggest pizza, or had the best pizza in New York. I'm not sure if he's a New York Mets fan. So we don't even know about that or even care right about now. All I know is that Five Nights at Freddy is happening, and I want more. I want more. I want to see how I want to see what road this movie is going to take us to. If it's going to be a continuation or just a one movie, just to give you all the gores and jump scares you want. And I'm looking forward to it. I'm actually looking forward to it.
You know what? To hell with Matt Pat. He talks shit about Hot Ones.
Really? I didn't know that.
Not really, but he keeps talking about them.
Oh, okay. But still. All right. Well, Willie, let's get on to some serious shit here, Willie, which it looks like Disney overtakes Netflix as the world's largest streaming company. According to the Hollywood Reporter, Disney has now a total direct to customer subscribe count of 221 million, surpassing Netflix by 220.7 million subscribers as of July 2022. Now, what does that mean to us? I can tell you right now, also jumping into this freaking article, Disney is going to increase their prices, I think, in October. So does this mean that now that Disney has the overhand over Netflix, they're going to start, surging prices at us? Or does this mean that Netflix is not going to kind of hold back a little bit from all the bullshit they've been doing? What are we looking at here, Willie?
Okay. First, it has to be said, I'm not going to call it cheating.
Okay.
But Disney has a built-in advantage. Because they didn't say that Disney Plus overtakes Netflix. It said that Disney overtakes Netflix. Remember, Disney has 3 streaming services.
Hulu,
and they are
Disney
combining
Plus, and
the 152.1 million subscribers of Disney Plus, the 46.2 million Hulu subscribers, and the 22.8 million ESPN Plus subscribers.
Yeah.
Into that total.
Yeah.
Now,
I can see
that is not Disney's fault. They have all of those entities, and they're using them. Netflix is the one that hasn't moved outside of its own little box.
So they're stuck in their comfort zone.
Because they have their thing, streaming video, and that's it.
Yeah.
Which is, there's nothing wrong with that.
Wait a minute, I'm sorry.
If it works for you.
I'm sorry. Streaming movies and video games, because remember they still have that old online shit, which nobody's playing it. Just saying.
It speaks to my point.
Yes.
But either way, the whole point is Disney. Yes, they are the world's largest streaming company now, and of course they're going to raise the price. The whole reason why their prices were so low was because they were trying to get a foothold in the streaming space. So they didn't want to go and pull a dumbass move like saying, "Oh, we're better than Netflix. We'll charge more than Netflix."
Got it.
So okay, they did all right by doing that before. Now that they have traction, and they see that Netflix is sagging, yeah, they're going to start playing all their cards now.
Wow.
But now we're going to go and we're going to raise the price, and they're also going to introduce an ad-supported tier that's cheaper.
Oh,
so they're pulling one on Netflix because Netflix is planning to do that too. That's the basic strategy. Get people hooked on the good stuff, raise the price, and when they say that's too expensive, they say, "Well, we got another one here. It's cheaper."
But it has ads.
It has ads. YouTube has ads. You'd be surprised how many people are willing to put up with ads. Freebie is a thing.
I don't give a fuck about ads, to be honest. I could watch
them. Have you tried Freebie?
No, I haven't.
There's a lot of stuff there. I was at a friend's house and she was watching the original Halloween.
Ooh,
and she doesn't care about ads. To me, ads are a cancer. And every time I watch one, I feel like I'm getting it.
Oh my God.
It's a bit of an exaggeration. I apologize for that. But still.
No, but I get it. But I do get it.
It's not, it's not for me. I don't like ads, and I'm willing to pay money to avoid them. I have YouTube Premium.
All right. I see your argument here. I do see it. But here's mine, Willie. I mean, if you're gonna be watching a show, let's say on a daytime, like it's not a movie, whatever, just to have it on and you having the ads playing, I don't mind. Now, if you're gonna be watching a movie like how you were watching Halloween and also a fucking ad kicks in while you're like already invested in the movie, yes, I see how it will draw you out. But to me, if the only way that will work for me will just be if it's a simple show or whatever, like let's say right now, a Disney Plus show. I'm invested in the show. I want to keep watching it, but I wouldn't mind too much an ad going right through it. I would not mind. At least 2 or 3 ads, fuck it, whatever. It is, it is. It's a 30-minute show. Now, if I'm invested in a movie, let's say we're watching Endgame for the first time. Oh my God, I'm going to watch Endgame. It's going to be awesome. And there's fucking ads there? Yeah, I'm going to be pissed. I will be pissed as well.
I mean,
just saying.
To me, I don't like. I got used to the idea of not having to watch ads.
Mm-hmm.
It's Netflix's fault. Though I will say that I've had my fill of content without ads outside of Netflix.
Got it.
For those who don't know, Plex has a free tier that has a lot of movies in it.
Mm-hmm.
But that's to each their own. I've had friends come up and tell me that that's how they keep up with things. Like, you know, I don't usually see when a movie's coming out unless I see a commercial for it.
Oh,
and that's
right.
valid.
Okay.
But that's valid. But I'm not. No, not me. I'd rather never know that a movie's coming out ever again. I'm weird that way.
All right. You know what, Willie? We'll let our audience decide. What do they think? Do you guys think that this is actually a good thing? Like, do you guys think that Disney, now that they're becoming top dog in the streaming service, do you think it's a proper thing for them to boost up their prices now and add in a different tier for lower payments but seeing ads? Do you guys think it's a proper thing? In other words, please comment down below. Those are your thoughts, and let's have a conversation about this. And ladies and gentlemen, we reached the end of the podcast, and I have to say thank you very much for joining us today on this amazing show. And as always, like, comment, subscribe, hit that notification button just so we come up with amazing news, which is 3 times a week, Mondays, Wednesday, and Friday, and a little something in between. Willie, any last words?
Aubrey Plaza, call me.
I mean, Aubrey, if you want, I mean, you can just reach out. I'll connect you to Willie. Trust me. Just email us. We have the email.
Shaq can call you.
Yes.
I'll take Aubrey Plaza's call. If she were to just acknowledge the fact that I'm a human being and I exist, I'm good. You don't even talk to me.
Audrey. Oh.
Aubrey with a B, not a D.
Audrey. Damn it! I always. Is
this gonna be a Hedy Lamar thing? Play it.
Thank you, Hedy. Thank you.
It's not Hedy, it's Hedley Lamar.
Yes, it is. It is. All right, everybody. Thank you very much for joining us, and we'll see you on Friday. Peace.
Bye.